Welcome to Holistic and Alternative Health for African Americans, where we are on a mission to heal African Americans using natural modalities. Please visit our website at healingafricanamericans.com. We are a nonprofit organization dedicated to the health of our people, so please support us in any way possible. Today we are talking about hypothyroidism. And I said hypo that way because this one is not as common as hyperthyroidism. So hypothyroidism is when we have insufficient thyroid hormones. Symptoms of hypothyroidism include fatigue, weight gain, slow heart rate, constipation, irritability, not to be confused with y'all's cycles. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Sensitivity to cold, mental depression, slurring of speech, drooping and swollen eyes, swollen face, recurrent infections, headaches, hair loss, female problems with their menstrual cycle. When I say hair loss, it means on your head, but also your eyebrows. Your eyebrows are a really good indicator of the state of your thyroid. That being said, a lot of us have done a lot of damage to our thyroids. If you are my age, we grew up shaving our eyebrows off. If you are younger, if then you might be doing the dyes and the henna and all that stuff we put on our eyebrows that might make it fall out too. So just be careful not to confuse the two. Again, hypothyroidism often goes undiagnosed. So if you're complaining about any of these symptoms, right, and you go to the doctor and they say they can't figure it out or they're not sure where to start, ask to have your thyroid tested. Really good starting point. Ask that. Okay, so consider food allergies, B vitamin deficiencies, or a digestive enzyme deficiency. And listen, if you are a vegan, you're probably B vitamin deficient. If you are a Black person, you might be having a hard time producing digestive enzymes, especially the ones produced by the liver, because melanated people usually are prone to, hereditarily speaking, prone to having liver imbalances, which creates this whole domino effect. So you are probably deficient in digestive enzymes. If you have hormonal imbalances or if you have parasites, then those are things you might want to consider as a trigger. In Hashimoto's disease, the body becomes allergic to its thyroid and it forms antibodies against it, causing a low thyroid production. So, here's what I want you to do to test your thyroid to see if you have a low thyroid. So, even if you can't get to your doctor or your doctor's, racist, because we know that there's racism in the medical system. Let's quit playing with that. I want you to try this home thyroid test. Take your temperature under your armpit only, and not like it's in this picture, skin to skin. Under your armpit, first thing in the morning before you get out of bed. That means you have to have your thermometer next to you before you go to sleep. And when you first wake up, take your temperature for 3 days in a row. Sisters, do not do this while you're on your menstrual cycle because our temperatures get all screwed up. So this does not work, does not count when you're on your period. But any other time, for 3 days in a row, take your temperature. If your temperature is below 97.5 all 3 days, that might indicate you have a problem with your thyroid gland. Okay? The lower the temperature, the greater the degree of the hypothyroidism. Okay? So there are things you should eat, and I'm going to talk about that before I talk about the pictures on the slide. If you have a low thyroid, I want you to eat foods that are naturally high in iodine, like fish and kelp, and some root vegetables like potatoes. Okay? I want you to eat fish a lot and potatoes a lot. Avoid foods that slow the function of the thyroid. If you have hypothyroidism, these foods are your enemy. And I have some clients that I've dealt with this and with them, and they are. I have one in particular who loves peaches and eat she used to eat peaches all the time. And when I told her this, she was like, "Oh my God, you can't take my peaches from me." I said, "Well, it's amazing that there are some foods that actually slow the function of the thyroid. And if you already have slow thyroid functioning, you don't want to slow it anymore." So, foods like Brussels sprouts, cabbage, turnip, spinach, mustard greens, broccoli, kale, peaches, and pears are not good for you if you have hypothyroidism. Foods from the cabbage family contain a component that binds to iodine, making it unavailable for the thyroid hormone production. These foods bind to iodine. That means it takes iodine out of your body, which is problematic if you have low thyroid production. If you're already taking a thyroid medication, I want you to take calcium supplements because it robs you of calcium. Okay. Eat whole grains, nuts, and seeds, foods rich in vitamin A, such as yellow vegetables, yellow bell peppers, corn, squash, all that, yellow onion. Eat a lot of foods that are yellow. And then take some supplements like tyrosine, iodine, vitamin B, calcium, magnesium, essential fatty acids, vitamin A, and zinc are all good supplements to incorporate into your diet. Consider doing a liver detox because that will help to eliminate excess hormones by promoting healthy thyroid balance. And then at the top there, that's lapis lazuli. That's a crystal. If you're new to the world of crystals, please go watch our videos on crystals. There is definitely a science to using crystals and oils, and we have to start incorporating that into our lifestyle, people. But lapis lazuli is a good crystal to rub on your thyroid to help restore its balance. And then essential oil, myrrh, is excellent for hypothyroidism. Take 2 or 3 drops of myrrh oil and rub it on the thyroid gland. Just massage it into your thyroid. It is really, really good. And also, lemongrass is really good to restore the balance of the thyroid. But if your issue specifically is hypothyroidism, use the myrrh. It will do you well. And just massage it into your throat 2 or 3 times a day. Okay. Also, you want to get real creepy. Reflexology teaches us that the points that you see on the foot, everywhere inside of that red line, the big toe, all up and down the big toe and the side, is where is the thyroid reflex zone. If you take that myrrh oil or some lemongrass oil and massage it into that area, it will do well to restore balance to your thyroid, and it's going to give you some energy, right? And the same goes for the adrenals in the lower back. So if you massage those oils into your lower back, it will help. It will go a long way. We do sell an oil, a cream that you can massage into your toes and your back because you do need to use a carrier oil or something. You don't want to put it directly onto your skin. It could be problematic for some people. So mix it with a carrier oil, or you can support us because we're a nonprofit by buying our products. Again, this has been sponsored by Holistic and Alternative Health for African Americans, where we are on a mission to heal African Americans using natural protocols. Don't forget, we're a nonprofit. We're not trying to get rich. We're just trying to heal our people. Visit our website at healingafricanamericans.com. And until next time, remember that laughter should be the only thing that hurts.